Hi, I'm Bob McLean. Thanks for checking out my cybersecurity channel. In this segment, I want to talk about business email compromise. Business email compromise is another attack designed to extract your money from your accounts and put it in the criminal's pocket. It's a high value attack. A successful attack is only going to involve a couple of people and it's going to cost a lot of money. And what do I mean by that? Well, it goes like this. Somebody gets an email from their boss late Thursday. Payroll has to be available on Friday. The boss, maybe the CFO, the email says, "Hey, I got notice from the bank. They got hacked. They gave me a new account number. Deposit the payroll money in this account instead today." Okay. Yes, it's actually from the CFO. You look, the headers are right. All the email address is from the CFO. The only thing is, the CFO is on a plane and with no access to email, and it was written by someone else and sent to the person who always makes that money transfer. Business email compromise is compromise of the business email system and an exploitation of the trust email currently has. And we all trust it. You know, the boss sends an email. We document, send emails back and forth to make sure that we're on the same page about something. So it's an exploitation of the trust. Now, how does an attacker get into the CFO's email account in this example? How does it get into the CFO's account to send that email? Well, we'll go back to some of the ransomware-like activities where the initial compromise is made and a foothold is established on one machine. Okay, that foothold is a bit of malware called a remote access Trojan, and it allows the remote attacker access to that machine. In ransomware, I said you download malware, it spreads around. In this one, you download a keylogger. The attacker downloads a keylogger, a piece of malware that's going to forward every keystroke to the attacker. So with some time, the attacker is going to move around your network looking for the CFO, the CEO workstations, and look to install a keylogger there. And with the keylogger there, they get eventually all the usernames and all the passwords they need to execute an attack like this. So there are a number of ways to thwart this, and they include the least privilege configuration. Okay, if the executives are running least privilege, they're not going to be able to install a piece of software without IT. They're not going to be able to install the keylogger. The attacker won't be able to install the keylogger. There is a business process. If you recognize this as a viable threat, you can change your business process so that nothing will ever be done at the last minute like this, or it will require 2 or 3 company officers to agree and a validation of the destination. Everyone trusts each other because everyone's doing their job, and they're doing their job like the rest of the company depends on it, and because it does. However, when it comes to an email instruction that says change the way you're doing money in this from this account to that account, you need a counsel, and everyone agree and validation on the remote side, and you have to allow for missing deadlines. If your business process results in the appropriate officers getting together too late in the day, you have to make sure that no one's going to be penalized for not executing a change in account number at the last minute. Because someone lower on the organization may say, well, damn, if I don't get the money in for the payroll, they're going to fire me. The impact, and these are reasonable concerns for people that are running around trying to get all their work done and trying to execute their full responsibility. So we have the business process change, require a second or third opinion, require multiple sign-offs. And this is just to make sure you're not getting tricked into sending $1 million to the wrong account, because once you hit enter, it's there, and once it's there, it's transferred out. It's gone. So business email compromise can be that kind of thing. You may change all of your processes, and your vendor may get attacked, and send a valid invoice or resend an invoice with new payment instructions. Again, anything that involves the exchange of money, maybe you need to institute the dollar charge and the dollar credit, as you do when you verify a new payee. So it's something to watch out for. It requires similar diligence as ransomware. The attack is not immediate. As somebody establishes the foothold, does reconnaissance. So the attacker is in your network for a while. Again, if this is one of those things or a case where everybody gets a detailed report every morning of their logins, did you log in at 11 o'clock last night? No. All right, in Houston, we have a problem. We clearly have a record of you logging in at 11 o'clock last night. If you say you didn't, and this requires everyone sign off every day. And this is, not sleek, sexy, automatic, and requires someone to actually pull up their login report and look at it and sign off on it. Maybe a little bit of an overhead, but it's a lot cheaper than accidentally forwarding your payroll to someone else. I hope you find this interesting. Thanks, and until we speak, take care.